sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I would make it bring glory to my name.
Watch out, Chico.
Buddy.
Oh, Jerry, this time I will you speak up, huh?
Why, last time I wasn't?
Yeah, you were, well, yeah. Oh, shit, I got hit again.
Where was it?
The one we did, me, you, and Paul, because you came over in the middle of me and Paul's.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like whispering.
I was zooted, bro.
I know. I was like,
fucked up.
I was like, Jerry, you speak up. He's like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, shit. Which one's mine?
Bro.
The lemonade.
This one? Ooh, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fantastic episode of Uncle Strib. I have 3 of the littest people in San Antonio, no pun intended. We have my boy Nate. We have my homegirl, mi amiga Celeste, Mya Bustos. And we have my tipo over here, Mr. Gerardo Gonzalez. All right, how about you guys just go ahead and, I know Jerry, Mimi, you kind of been on one with the film room, and I know me and Nate have done one, but just for people, new viewers that are coming in. Well, first of all, I gotta have it do this. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening to this or watching this on Spotify, shout out to Spotify and Anchor for being great sponsors. But go ahead and introduce you guys for any of the new viewers and or watchers we got coming in.
I guess we'll start at me. Y'all see me on a few episodes of the film room, watching the football games. I'm not really much of a football watcher, as y'all may have noticed from earlier videos. I don't really know shit. Which is cool to be around people that I like, so. But, this piece of hitting, I just be chilling. That's about it. I like the Shoe Palace. I watch a lot of anime. Oh, I be playing games. I like shoes. I like to smoke. I'm gonna pass on to Mia. Go ahead, Mia.
I don't know what to say.
Anything about yourself.
How do you know us?
Anything.
Yeah, I know him because we all work together. And we're really great friends, I believe so.
Allegedly.
We get along pretty well. We have a lot in common together. And we have like all different types of humors that kind of like collide together, and it's pretty dope, to be honest.
They mesh real well.
Real. We all kind of have our own different thing, but like it still kind of like combines, you know, like we're all into anime, Marvel, DC. We all kind of collect our own type of things also, like we all have our own favorite type of thing. Like Gerardo's into shoes, pins,
Rubik's cubes,
stickers,
Rubik's cubes.
Right, you're pretty dope at Rubik's cubes.
I have a lot, honestly.
How many?
I got like a 30 Rubik's cubes.
And they're fucking nuts.
Yeah, there's some crazy ones. I showed
They're
Nate
so
some of them.
crazy.
There's some
Like,
crazy
really?
ones.
If you look at them, they don't make no fucking sense. I mean, I don't know shit about Rubik's cubes anyway.
Me
but,
either.
Like the ones that he has are dope as fuck.
Do they come like in different pieces or like?
Yeah, there's 4x4s, 5x5s. Like there'll be more pieces and shit like that. Some that are like cute, like squares, triangles, and
Just the
shit.
back of
What's
right?
the most pieces
Remember?
you've done in a?
So
Ooh,
5x5
yeah.
is the most. 5x5 is the biggest cube that I have. It's 5 rows by 5. But so let me put it in perspective. In a 3x3 Rubik's cube, the amount of patterns that you can get on a 3x3 Rubik's cube is like 4 quintillion. 4 quintillion, and that's just on a regular 3x3.
That's something like fucking
Patterns you can get. So how many different like possibilities you can get on one regular
Hey,
Rubik's
how'd you
cube
get
is
my
4
cigarette?
quintillion.
The orange one.
Quintillion is
Yes.
more stars that you see in our
See,
galaxy.
that's what I don't understand. Like how the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
and so that's just the 3x3, and I can solve the 4x4, 5x5. So those are like in the I don't even know how which kind of
Same
number.
one. Same one. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you can smoke, cuz.
Bro, watch out.
I'm putting this on the bottom here.
Bro, this has pizza in it.
That's what I'm saying. Put it right there. Dude. I was putting it on the bottom. You hit it.
What
All
flavor
right.
is it?
Psycho.
Jerry, have you introduced yourself yet?
No, I'm Jerry. I've been here plenty of times. I've done plenty of these podcasts.
Oh, you got White House?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Are y'all?
You can have one.
Y'all gonna use them?
I bought them, yeah.
All of y'all gonna use all of them?
Not tonight, but
If you got
they're
enough
for the week.
Oh, okay.
You can smoke whatever you want.
What flavor?
I want to try the tropical twist one.
That's one of my favorites.
You got
the
pineapple,
grape one?
peach, blue raspberry, and mango.
I never get grape.
Every time
Well,
like
let me work on this one first, and then we'll see.
Oh wait, I am gonna open the window.
What is that?
Yeah, that's true.
It's a La Gloria Cubana cigar, made in Mexico. It's a classic, so it's on the lighter side.
Is some of that just like just straight tobacco?
Mm.
Like, no kind of like.
Yeah, we're all hitting tobacco.
Yeah, I know. I mean like.
No, I get it.
I just mean like the flavor, not the like flavor touch to it.
No, not these. But depending on the paper. Oh yes, you want to eat it. But
Look, this is a grinder.
yeah, smell it. Go ahead and smell it.
Oh,
Is that the one you
that's a
made?
sick
Yeah.
grinder. What the fuck?
So promo. You gotta
Oh no, I'm not. Nigga. Let me show
Well,
you
just
the other
explain
one.
it. Explain it. So, because Mia's really good at making stuff. So this is a grinder.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, put
You
your
can
weed in
actually use it for like anything.
there.
You can grind like
Tobacco.
Shrooms.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Here.
Herbs, thyme.
I should go get the new one I made. No, go ahead and pass it to Gerardo.
Oh, sorry, we don't have the flash on because Jerry said it was gonna be too bright.
Bro, I got sensitive eyes, bro.
Again, bro, you keep getting distracted. Introduce
I
yourself.
did. I'm Jerry. I've been here plenty of times.
Mhm,
I've
he
worked
did.
with all these guys.
He
my
introduced
people.
himself.
All right, let's make sure because we be getting First of all, I'd like to shout out to the people that watch and listen. Ivy Talks podcast is international. We got listeners.
Really?
Did I show you the?
Ooh, Spotify thing?
Yeah.
Oh, we big time out here.
Bro, let me
Alright,
show
we're just
you.
in San Antonio. Ain't nothing real. I mean,
So we have.
That was dope to see
Ain't
that
nothing
people
crazy.
listen in from like all over the place.
Yeah, so our top 5 countries: U.S., obviously Peru, Czech
Hey,
Republic,
shout out
Belgium,
Peru,
and Ireland.
Ireland, eh?
And on top of that, where is it at?
Shout out, Bill.
We are so Ivy Talks is the top 5% most shared globally podcast. So
top 5, right?
top 5 in the top 5% most shared globally. So shout out to the listeners and supporters, and also shout out to my buddies at Guard 615 because they also helped me with a lot of the marketing and stuff. So Mitch, Mark, Calvin, appreciate it.
That's so awesome.
So I'm gonna kick us off. What's your future plans? If you don't have any, what's something that you would want to see yourself achieve? It could be like an actual career job, or it could just be, you want to achieve financial independence. It's something like that along the lines. I want all 3 of y'all to go. We're gonna start with Nate and just kind of go down the lines.
Perfect.
Well, right now, I'm taking a break from school, but I'm going to school for cybersecurity. I don't necessarily have a company I really want to work for. However, I do know I want to do like network security.
Mm-hmm.
So it's technically just like the protection of a whole network of information. So that can be whether it be bank information, gaming information, you're fucking buying sex toys information from Adam and Eve and the connection through USPS and that kind of network,
Right.
shit like that. So I'm trying to protect basically, I guess it's just the internet as a whole. Yeah, it's not just like because cybersecurity can be you can be specialized in one industry kind of, and I want to kind of push into everything, like just the internet overall. And I think it kind of stems from the fact my stepdad used to take the internet from me when I was young. I used to try to find ways on how to reconnect to the internet when I would disconnect, because he would have me on like a timer, because I used to be on it too much.
Yeah.
And so I would find ways on how to like hardwire to the modem, and so I can bypass the lock that he had, and so I can get on it late at night and still play and shit like that. And so that's kind of where it came from, I think, where I wanted to get into network security. I got annoyed from all my internet getting taken from me. So I kind of built like I want to work with not letting niggas lose internet type of shit.
Hey, damn right. Can't be losing the internet.
Okay. Mia,
What was the question again? Sorry,
Like-
really.
where do you see yourself, or what do you want to be doing in the future? Like your dream career, essentially. If you can't think of a dream career, what's just something you want to have what is something that you want to achieve or have in the future? Whether it's like Like I said, let's say, maybe you don't know what you want to do career-wise, but you want to own your own business. Or you don't know what you might do career-wise, but you want to be able to travel more or something like that.
Right. I think just seeing my future, like, being comfortable and, like, being able to, like, still have a job and still just take care of myself and be on my own.
Like financially comfortable?
Right. And, like, honestly just be happy and, like, in my place that I'm at. But I think I would see myself owning a business, but I'm still trying to figure out what my craft is because I'm pretty decent at everything that I kind of do and stuff. But it would be more in the artsy type of thing, like the tables that I was telling you at work, like, that I really, really wanted to do, like the anime tables. I didn't show you, but they're really, really dope.
But the good thing is that you're doing something that you love, and
Right,
you
which
are
is
aware
like,
of that.
like the communicating with people and like the retail type of vibe.
Mm-hmm. That art shit is all you do. That shit is so dope.
You ready to go?
Well, currently I'm in MPP training, so I should be having my own store soon with our company. I feel like that's just like a stepping stone for me. I don't obviously want to be working with the company that we're working with right now for the rest of my life.
Oh, is that me?
You good?
Is that me?
Say more.
Oh, you on the next one.
But yeah, so I feel like when I do become a store manager, it'll just be a lot of saving money type thing, and kind of just be putting forward to either buying a house, obviously, which I would love, and then also a business as well, just for myself. I mean, I started when I was younger before my back surgery, which I've already talked on this before, about having a store of my own and selling vintage clothes, shoes, or whatever, just living my life and kind of just owning my own business. I love where I work now. Is just, and I've always understood like where I work now is that where I have the most fun. Honestly, it keeps me going. I mean, y'all know. I mean, I fucking after my shifts at North Star, I'm over there with y'all. I can't get enough of it, bro. I can't get enough of the store. I can't get enough of the environment. I can't get enough of I don't know what it is. Like I just
the culture. Like shoes
I love it. Like it drives the fuck out of me.
Honestly,
like, seriously.
It
makes me so much. Honestly, like some days I'll be there in the shift. I'm like, I'm tired as fuck, and I'm like, I'm having a great time doing it. I'm selling all this shit. I look at the numbers and I'm fucking smashing it. Like, it makes me proud of myself to be able to, achieve certain things that I want or whatever I want and something in general, or things that be able to achieve my goals and what makes me happy.
Right.
Because people can be working in their jobs and like be miserable as shit, but continue to take it because they just don't know what they love or don't know their real passion and are afraid to do it just because it might not be rewarding enough to them at first. But I always feel like if you're doing something you love, at the end of the day, it'll probably come back to you. Right. So, and which it has for me. I had a long time where I couldn't really walk or anything. So, to be able to achieve what I want to now is a blessing. Honestly, it's great. So yeah, those are my plans for the next few years. I'm still working on it, but we're getting there. We're fucking getting there.
It's step by step, honestly.
Now, pivot. Completely sidetracked. What are some of y'all pet peeves when it comes with people? Now, if you
work-wise or just in general?
Just in general. Like, if you want to go on a tangent, you go on a tangent. So what's like a pet peeve?
That's a good one.
Let's start from this.
I was gonna say, if you want, I can go first.
Oh yeah.
Because
you're the person.
I have a ton, but one thing that
That's all I know.
One thing that really, really bothers me, and this is why I have a problem with the media, because to set contextually, media, whatever you're looking at, CNN, Fox, whatever, media has an objective or an agenda that they want to show you. Because nowadays media is all political. Because whoever's running it, if they're a Democrat, they want to shed the Democrats in a good light, and they want the Republicans to look bad. Vice versa, if the Republican anyway, there's always an agenda. So I can't stand people can't form their own opinions by just looking at the facts. Screw how the opinion, screw their interpretations. Yeah. Look at the facts. Take politics out of it. Because, people are people. Good is bad. Or good is good, bad is bad, right? Now, morality comes from obviously an individual person. But just look at the stats and then form your own opinion. Now, if that opinion happens to align with the same group, okay, that's cool. But you at least looked into everything yourself. Because, now they got headlines that are clickbait. They say this. and it's not really that, but people just read the headline. They won't actually read the article.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because people can word headlines to technically be true,
Yeah.
but it's not really the
I feel like a
full
lot of that
story.
comes back to laziness of people.
Right, because people aren't going to open it and read the whole article.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely not.
So, I've had plenty of people say, like, oh, so-and-so did this. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Not really, because if you read the article or if you looked into the case, that's not, that's not either 100% true or that's the gist of it. That doesn't mean it's true. So my pet peeve is just not people not taking the time to look at things objectively, or if they're not gonna do the research, wait to cast judgment until they know everything first.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person where I'm gonna wait to cast judgment until all the facts come in or until I do more digging. Because by law, it's innocent till proven guilty, not guilty
100%.
till proven innocent.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's one of
Many.
many.
I'm a plethora.
Right. All right, Mr. Gonzalez.
I would say one of my biggest pet peeves is people not taking control of people complaining about things that they can control.
Oh yeah.
That is
for
what irks
sure.
me because obviously it's a big saying like, oh well, like people are worried about things that they can't control. Yeah, that's for sure. Obviously,
Yeah,
like,
that
don't worry
happens.
about things that that aren't in
It's
your
human
hands.
nature.
You can't really do much.
Mm-hmm.
But when it is in your control and you are getting grilled for it and you can't even just fix it or just do it or instead of complaining about it and just do it is a huge pet peeve for me. I feel like I've worked so hard for everything that I've ever had in my entire life. How are you going to complain over something, especially if it's like criticism, like something that's a critique or anything like that that's supposed to help you, supposed to benefit you, and you're over here like, oh no, fuck that, like that's fucked up. I'm doing my hardest, you are doing your hardest, but it's not enough. Sorry, sorry to say it, like it's just
not perfect. There's always
there's always something you can work on.
Exactly.
Just fucking work on it. It's not that hard. I feel like that's one of my biggest pet peeves. It irks the fuck out of me because I know I work my ass off, and if someone tells me like, oh no, this is something, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll be open to learning something new, and a lot of people
You're
are
coachable.
Yeah, 100%.
That's for sure. You do coach.
100%. That's my pet peeve.
Ms. Bustos.
I think people acting like the victim all the time
Mm.
and being in denial and stuff and just blaming everybody for their issues
Yeah.
when they should admit to
Accountability.
right and just take it instead of just crying about it all the time and trying to blame everybody because you can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Can I dump this right here?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, that's ours.
We're gonna use that ass, bro.
I don't know how y'all be getting down.
It's our ass, bro.
Oh, are you still gonna make me the anime one?
Yes.
Is that
you
in
just
the
gotta
works?
give me a sticker.
A sticker?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like.
The anime sticker?
Or something that you like.
Oh, I was gonna leave it up to you.
Oh,
Chef's choice.
Oof.
I trust your judgment.
You don't got stickers? You got stickers?
No, I'll probably buy some.
Do you have the 121 still?
They're at work, yeah, they're in the backpack.
I can use.
But I do want a Naruto one.
Okay,
But I trust your judgment. You know me pretty well.
for
Yeah,
sure.
the Cowboys barely won today.
Who they play?
The Texans,
Oh.
they barely won. Oh my god. You're not doing a film room today, huh?
Cowboys keep wrecking my teams.
No.
Damn. It's
This is
a
a-
film room.
Well, it's because Mia has been. When are we doing that? I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll forego a film room to do that.
Let's just merge it.
And these are more fun because it's like
for sure.
I have fun with when it's me and you, but it's all.
No, fuck me. Though.
No, I have fun with the film room. But it's a different energy.
I appreciate the thoughtfulness, but fuck me, though. It's okay.
But just so y'all know, if y'all did tune into the film room and this is what you're watching now, the Chargers are up 17 and the Dolphins are 7.
17-7? What quarter is it?
7, third quarter.
Ooh.
Third quarter.
Oh. I'm probably losing on my fantasy
Start
game
going on
if Dolphins are
stats.
losing.
I'm losing my shit, yeah, I'm fucked.
Mr. Harris?
Pet peeve.
Just pick from that.
I think, honestly, first thing that comes to mind is just lack of common sense. Lack of common sense is, like, pretty major.
Yeah, people be dumb.
Because, I mean, by lack of common sense, I mean, and lack of critical thinking as well. Because okay, let's say for common sense, like basic ass thing I can think of is at work. Somebody comes up to you and says, "Do you work here?" When you're wearing a work shirt that has massive letters on it, massive bold
shoe palette or
SP.
it's too late.
I've already mentioned it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not
another
Yeah, it's fine.
But
not that global.
so that, but it's like that is. I mean, that's like a very easy way to understand something or to be able to just name something that is just a lack of common sense.
Or like when you tell them, "Oh, 12 is the biggest we have," so you don't have a 13. It's like
Exactly.
I just said the 12 is the biggest we have.
Exactly. That's like a lack of common sense. It's like I don't understand how I have to push. How can I actually dummy this down any further?
Oh, you want to go to the bed?
I'll
show
show
you.
you.
I'll show you the one box we got.
I don't understand. But it's like, so yeah, lack of common sense is probably my main thing.
That's not going for just work. A lot of people.
That's just like happens with a lot of shit. I mean, not just work. That happens in life. I mean, somebody can say
there's some stupid people in the world.
Like,
good lord. So did you finish yours?
Yeah, pretty much. Common sense is the main one.
Okay.
The other one.
I didn't want to switch.
I can go all day. We can talk about pet peeves all day.
Hey, if y'all have any questions you want to throw at the table, go ahead. This is an open conversation. It doesn't have to be me leading. But I do have one. Since it's December 11th, so 2022 is coming to the end.
Yes, sir.
What is the best thing, or either the best thing or the most memorable?
Oh, that's hard for me. You know that. That's hard for me.
The best thing or most memorable that's happened for you, and
for 2022
of 2022, and either the hardest or toughest or something that just sucked for you this year.
Oh my god,
So
that's
one of each.
so hard.
It's the best thing and or most memorable in a positive sense, and then the worst or something that sucked in a negative sense for 2022.
Oh, okay.
That's hard.
Oof,
That's hard.
I'm
not gonna lie. I've done a lot of fun things this year.
Yeah, you've been traveling.
I've traveled the country.
You've been traveling.
If I could just say as a positive, it would be like traveling, doing what I want, and really just enjoying my life, even regardless if I work or I just made it happen. Whether if I was broke or not, I
found a way
and
sold
I was happy.
Sold a shoe.
No, I mean
I remember that.
I sold whatever the fuck I had to make myself happy and do whatever the fuck that I wanted to do. And honestly, I'll be forever grateful for this past year because last year I could have never seen this year happen the way it did.
Yeah.
Because last year I couldn't even walk.
Yeah.
So it's a huge difference for this past year. After this year though, I am planning to settle down more on the fucking shows and doing whatever the fuck I want with my body. I just kind of got a little carried away, but I loved this year a lot. I've been in a lot of places, met a lot of people, and achieved a lot and accomplished a lot. So the year's been really good. Negatively though, wait, right? You said negative?
Yeah.
Worst experience probably this year. I'm not even sure. Honestly, you might have to come back to me because I'm not sure.
That's why we can just go all positive and then come back to negative.
Okay,
Ms. Bustos, are you ready? You want to go next?
Most positive. I think going to see my little sister.
Oh, yeah.
In Minnesota this year.
Yeah,
because it's been shit. Last time I visited Minnesota, I was 12. Damn. So it's been like 12 years since I last been there.
That's huge.
So got to see my grandma, and my grandma's like my favorite family member. Next to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So got to see her, and she's real healthy, and she's doing good. Got to see my favorite uncle, my Uncle Jimmy.
Shout out to Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy is dope as fuck. I got there, he had an RC car. He be modding up RC cars.
For real?
Yeah.
He has like
he got a fucking dirt track in his backyard.
drones. He got 2 drones that he be fucking flying around taking videos with and shit.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what he does for work.
Give him kids.
That dude's awesome. And then I saw, got to see my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't seen my dad in a few years. Haven't seen him, I think, since I was like 11 or 10. So, got to see him. That was pretty cool. Got to see my grandpa Sonny. Got
Sheesh. Huge. Family's huge. Love that.
So I haven't seen him since I was like 7 or 8. So got to see him.
That's my inhaler. Sorry about that, bud.
And then got to see my sister for the second time. Oh, that was too. She visited me too.
That's right, because she came by the store.
That was cool too. Her visiting here was real dope as well.
You didn't know she was coming, did you?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did. I didn't know what day that we were going to actually be able to go see each other.
Oh, okay.
And then go to Six Flags and all that kind of stuff. So that was cool to be able to get that all planned out and get that done. So yeah, I mean, I guess majority of my good times this year have been mostly with my little sister, like family, my little sister, and going up to Minnesota.
Right.
And yeah, then we can go keep going for the best.
Are you ready? Or you want me to go?
You can go.
Okay. I think best, that one, actually, you know what? Me and my buddy Calvin, shout out Calvin. He's probably one of the few friends that I still keep in contact with since high school. Mm-hmm. I knew of him, like I kind of knew him in middle school, but we weren't like friends, but I knew, like you said, you know, Calvin, I don't know who you're talking about, because we played ball against each other in middle school. Mm-hmm. And then we just, freshman year in high school, kind of just gravitated towards each other. And to this day, me and him have been doing, you know, I got the hat thing. We were doing trips. So,
Is that your homie that came through?
Yeah,
the
tall guy, yeah.
He's cool, honestly, he's the homie.
Yeah, so we started traveling together, essentially. Because we're trying to go to all the NBA arenas, all 30 teams. And so he came down to San Antonio to do the San Antonio game, yada yada. But it all started his birthday last November. We were just talking, and he was saying how, oh yeah, he's planning a trip to Phoenix, Arizona. And I was like, who you going with? I was gonna go by myself. I was like, hey dude, I'll go with you. So we went out there, and it was so much fun. And I didn't
know. When did you do that?
Last November. We go because his birthday's in November. Yeah. So it started off as we'll just go somewhere for your birthday every November. And so that's how it kind of all started. And that was my first vacation I've ever actually taken. Wow. Was last year for I was about to say Thanksgiving, but it's like the week before Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. That was my first ever real vacation. I've done vacation
like outside of high school and shit.
Yeah,
because
I played ball. I didn't have time for vacation. And then on the off season, I'm home training or I'm training for spring ball. Yeah. That was the first real vacation I've ever had.
That's huge.
Yeah, so it was great. So now we're planning a trip to Portland, Oregon in March, and then we're going to Memphis game in November for his birthday that year. So awesome. That's probably been the coolest is traveling because, don't get to do that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's mine. It's your turn.
To be honest, getting promoted as manager and being able to pull out a car, to be honest, a new car.
Oh yeah, she whipping the Kia. It's Kia, right?
Yes.
The K5? Or is it the Optima?
Optima.
Optima?
It's a nice car.
It's a sporty Optima though.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looks real sporty.
They discontinued it and then made the K5.
That's right. So just the promo. How are you liking it?
It's really nice. It's very smooth.
No, I meant the promotion.
The car.
Oh. You ate it.
All right, we're hitting the negatives.
All right, I got my negatives. After listening to Nate and talk about his family with his positive, I realized, all year, I did travel the country, but not one time did I travel with my family. Not one time did I travel to go see my family. And that's something that really negatively affected me. Anytime that I really went through anything this year, I always wished that I saw my mom or my grandma or my grandpa. They would come to see me every once in a while, but it's just not enough. Sometimes I like to be there in Brownsville and see my family and my grandpa and see all my friends I grew up with. I talk to every single fucking day, and that's like my other family, and I never get to see them either. So so my negative thing would be definitely not making time to go see my family, which I definitely plan in the next year. Well, this next year coming up to make it an initiative to see my family as much as I can, because I know my grandparents are getting older. Every time I think about my grandparents, I start to cry because I know that's a very realistic thing, and I know that happened for you.
When I get to my negative,
I know that happened for you, and it's a very sad thing. It's something I always think about, and it's something that I also cherish very much because my grandma and grandpa are the only reason that me and my family have anything realistically, because those are the people that me and my mom lived with my entire life because my dad wasn't in our lives. So we always lived with my grandparents my entire life. So we grew up in the same house all together. So that's my grandpa's literally like my dad.
Right.
So that's why I feel like that's my negative is that, you know, I took this year for myself, although which I deserved it.
Yeah,
with
sure.
my back problem, you know, I really wanted to, you know, have my life again and enjoy like whatever I really wanted to do. I can fucking do it.
Right.
So I don't say it entirely negative, but it is a negative for me just because my family is my entire life. So,
Right.
Yeah, that's my negative.
And then we'll go the same order.
Yeah.
So we'll go to you, then me, then Mia.
Okay. For negative, shit, I wasn't really thinking about it too much. I thought about the positive pretty fast.
I mean, it's okay if you don't have a negative.
Yeah, let me pass it on. Let me keep thinking, I guess.
All right. Oh, shit. See if I can get through this one. So, this was last Monday. I got a call that my granddad had passed. And that was obviously the big negative because he's probably the first really close person I've had. Because I had a former teammate pass earlier this year. And I just had one, he passed away earlier this week. But my granddad, again, close. Like, you know, some people aren't really close. Like me and my granddad close, went back. I told you a story about how he used to take me to the morgue and we see all those dead bodies when I was 5. I was like, what are we doing here?
Take you to like the fucking the crime scene.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm 5. Why am I following so? But
Joey was in the for all my haters.
I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this cigar. I'm a little buzzed. But and it was crazy because I just saw him. We surprise visited my grandparents for Mother's Day. So I just saw him because he's a pastor.
In May, right?
Yeah, in May.
Yeah.
Just saw him. He's good health. He's 73, still kicking it. You know, still traveling to Memphis, pastor, doing a lot of community stuff. And so, like, he's gone. And so they were actually there.
If you don't mind, can I ask you how did he pass? I'm sorry, I don't know if you said
So, you know, he was giving a sermon at church.
Yeah.
And my mom, they said that, like, he had sat down because he's doing a sermon and they started doing the singing, so he sits down. Yeah. And then he's getting ready to get up to, like, start ending it. And he got up and just heart attack.
No.
Heart attack.
Just right then and there?
Just right there in the middle of giving his sermon, he had a heart attack. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But, which it's kind of crazy because I got closure from the wedding.
Yeah.
Just to see all these people because there's people.
The wedding?
I said wedding.
Yeah, I was about to say,
what
happened?
The funeral.
Yeah, you just not in that.
the funeral, because to see because everybody that he's impacted basically showed up. Every cop in the city was there.
Bro. I can imagine.
Every cop in the city was there. The fire department was there. The mayor sent a letter. They sent a House of Representative to honor him.
Wow.
Because shout out to my grandma. She's the first female House of Representative for the state of Arkansas.
Are you
first
serious?
Female African American female.
Wow.
Yeah, so my grandma.
Shout
When was that?
Shout out Miss
Do you know what year that was?
She a Strib?
What year that was?
She was. It was a while. I was a kid when she was running. When she was a state representative.
She a Strib?
Well, she's a blount.
Yeah, I was about to say shout out.
No, she's a blount because my mom obviously changed her name, but so she's kicking. She speaks 7 languages. Like both my grandparents are like, you talking about resumes? Oh, dude, that's why. I feel like that's where my hard work comes from because my parents got it from them.
Yeah.
My dad, you talking about farm? He's a farmer. He works at Tennessee State. Yada yada yada. My mom does all this stuff, so I feel like that's where I got my hard work from. But so it was cool to see all those people there. But I was like, dang, and that's one reason why. This past couple weeks, I've been calling people that I consider really good friends from high school, or just to catch up because I never called my grandparents that often. Mm-hmm. So last time I talked to them was when I saw them in May.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I should call them. I never did. So I can't call them anymore.
Yeah.
So I called my buddy Grant that lives in California. I called a bunch of my friends this past week, just like, hey, I don't want nothing. Like, how you been? Like, and I told them, like, get used to me calling because I want to stay in touch. But that's part of my negative is losing my grandpa. But, yeah, that one's mine.
Yeah, that's a definite for sure negative.
I broke down in that parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I would
I got that
honestly,
call.
when I already know, when I get that call, I'm not gonna.
I broke down,
I'm
dude.
not gonna be okay.
I broke down at the funeral. No, I'm not. When we were going to see his body the day before, bro, I was having a panic attack. I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I can see it.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh, dude. I remember, I think I cried that day when you texted that. I think I started thinking about it a lot, and I just like, fuck, dude. I started crying, and I was like, man, this fucking sucks. It was just a sad day.
The moment you told us what happened, you said my granddad died. Like what popped in my head was, damn, that's so random. Like it's just
it was hella random
out of nowhere. Like it was a good day. We had closed the store listening to just jamming.
Right, we was all walking to the parking lot just chatting.
Yeah, chatting it up.
Yeah.
And we then boom. And I was just like, damn. And that's why I think my best time, like I said, is like my sister, my grandma, and shit like that.
Spending time with family.
The grandma especially, because when you mentioned that, like when you said that, the first thing that popped in my head was like, my grandma could die literally any day.
Yeah, because when they get up there, they don't have many more.
My grandparents are,
and she's diabetic too.
Right.
So it's like literally any day, I could get that call, you know. And I was just like, damn, I don't know how ready I'm not ready for that at all. Actually, I'm not ready for that at all. I'm not even gonna say how.
I feel like you never will be. Either.
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
No one ever will be.
When I get that, I'm just I know it's gonna be a very similar scene, and I know it's coming. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, so you get no.
But also, it feels nice to work hard to see them watch you accomplish.
That's true,
right?
I mean, honestly, that's always been my thing about this year. Like, very negative of like not seeing them, but I know that they understand that I'm fucking working.
You're trying to
really trying to just enjoy my life, and they saw the shit that I was going through last year. So I mean, I feel like it's okay.
Mia.
I think I agree, like not spending time with family, because my dad told me that my grandpa's getting very sick too. Like his heart's getting too big, like it's growing.
Right.
So it's not able to like for the body no more, and that his kidney is like failing on him and stuff, and that he may have cancer also. So he called me and told me that I should be spending time with him and stuff.
Right.
But it's hard trying to take days off and stuff and trying to go out there and stuff.
It's very hard.
I was about to throw shade at you.
Why?
I was about to throw shade at the company, but I was like, let me stop, because getting days off
it's deserved.
It's
right.
Especially during the holidays.
And like I don't think the
I had
PTO
to go way up just to get
The PTO system is trash.
Trash can.
Did you give your positive?
Yes.
Okay.
It was me who was missing a negative, but I really don't think I have one.
No,
That's good. That's good. You enjoying life.
I guess.
I was gonna say that.
Well, yeah, I would say losing my car, but that wasn't this year. No, that was last year.
We can throw it in.
I mean, I guess that was the worst thing, but that's like the worst thing I've had since forever.
Or what about something not doing
Nothing
enough
else. Nothing else has really done bad.
Oh yeah, I like that, Jerry.
Anything you haven't done enough of.
Yeah, maybe not a negative, but something you like
something that you want to do, but you just really haven't gone around and you
right.
do enough of it because you care about it. But you have other shit to do.
Travel. Go to Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go to Canada?
Yeah, my girlfriend's up there. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So,
That's all I'm saying.
but that's about the only thing, I guess. That's the only thing I'm missing out on.
All right, well, I'm gonna give you guys time to, if you want to bring up questions for. I'm gonna. Oh.
Can you get up?
I'm gonna adjust the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, make sure, because I want to kind of get close. Ooh. Okay, Jerry in the Todo Negro.
Sorry. Dude, the other day, I didn't tell y'all, some fucking lady came up to me at Ingram Mall, handed me a little fucking flyer, and I was wearing this hoodie, and it was like a bunch of demonic shit on the back.
Yeah, you told me.
She was like, I'm sorry, like, I just really felt like you needed this, and then gave it to me. It was like a church group fucking thing. I was like, thanks. Like, sick.
I really thought.
Yeah, she's like, I just felt like you needed this, and I was like, bro, you probably followed me into this goddamn store, you fucking psycho.
Nuts.
Anything y'all want to
Try to lead you on the right path.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, actually. Finance, how does it fucking feel to not pull up to Applebee's yesterday? That's what I want to
Look, wait. Because I'm trying to get a sponsor from Applebee's. I just want to let Applebee's know that I'm still supporting. I will be there next Saturday.
He doesn't like y'all anymore, is basically.
No, here's what happened. I dropped Nate off. We closed, because it was a busy close, so we got out kind of late.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I dropped Nate off. I'm like, they're open till 1. I'm good. Because I went a little late last time.
Right.
Pull up. Packed. For one person.
They didn't save your chair?
They did not save my chair.
That's crazy.
For one person, it would have been like an hour or something wait. But it was a blessing in disguise. You want to know why? Taco Palenque?
Oh, dude.
Fuego.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's my spot.
Oh my goodness.
Man, shout out to the Valley.
I know.
That's our spot.
I got a lot of Mexican, I won't say friends, but people I know, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I love it. I'll talk about La Gloria.
Right.
And I'll be like, Taco Palenque. They're like, ooh, my taco. Like, they're, bro.
Nah. Taco Palenque is good.
I love it.
Slapping.
And it's 24 hours.
Bro, 24 hours, you can go whenever the fuck you
Oh
want.
yeah, and it's
Whenever
across
you
the street
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, literally right across.
dude.
Bro, you're feeling sick, go get some fideo.
I'm getting that sirloin burrito.
Oh, bro.
Next time, dude.
I'm telling you, dude, that whole fucking menu is amazing. The quesadillas are amazing. The fucking breakfast is amazing. They are the real deal. They speak to you in Spanish. That's how
I
you know.
love it.
That's how you
I
know,
love
bro.
it.
Like, for real. That place is amazing. I used to go there when I was a baby, bro. For real. I used to live down the street from my old house. Like 1996, 97. Back in the day.
Back in the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
I do want to take this time to say that I think one of the best decisions I've ever made was moving to San Antonio. So like a crucial decision I had to make for myself was, I just finished football and I got admitted into their PhD program at Mizzou. So because I was looking at where I wanted to go and I was trying to get closer back home, but I got accepted to Mizzou and I was like, since I'm here, I feel like moving and my rent was $350 a month. So I'm like, oh, I'm good. So I was like, I'll just stay, finish my PhD here, then move. But my supervisor, she sat me down in a meeting. She was like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm moving to San Antonio. If you want to move, you can move with me. Or if not, then I'll help you find funding for your PhD program. Because she's funding me. That's why I'm not paying for school. And so, to be honest, it didn't take much. But I was like, San Antonio. And at the time, I had a girlfriend. And she was in Mizzou. And I was like I've done long distance before. I feel like I was ready for it. So I've done it with my first rodeo. I'm willing to weather the storm.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out. But at the time, I was like, I don't know. Like, yeah, but she's from Dallas. I was like, okay.
So she had never seen a storm, essentially.
She never what?
Seen a storm?
No, not like that. The peppers? Not like that. So I thought about it. I talked to my mom. She was like, pray about it. Which people that don't know, I'm not super religious, but I'm strong in my faith. So I thought about it, prayed about it, and I was like, I don't know. I'd never been that far west before. Never been to San Antonio. And she needed to know soon, because if I was gonna move with her, I need to figure out because it was that spring. And we only had like maybe a month left.
It's a big decision to make, especially at a young age, because when you're young, you can make dumb decisions.
Right. I didn't want to get out there
from your heart and then be like, all right, well, fuck.
Right. I didn't want to get out there and be like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Because I was suffering from imposter syndrome, which, I feel like it's when you, especially being black and astrophysicist, not many people that look like me in this field. So you kind of get the sense of, I feel like I'm cheating my way. I feel like I'm not really smart enough to be here.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know if I want to get up and move for something. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I could actually, I'm determined, but if you fail, you fail. Like,
basically going down a path that you were unaware of.
Yeah.
Like going down a path of you don't know what the fuck's
essentially.
Gonna happen, but yeah.
But then I also thought about, being comfortable is worse for you than, just being comfortable. Yeah. So I was like, I think I should get out of my comfort zone, make the move. So I did. And people that I've always loved Hispanic culture. Yeah. When I was growing up, there were so few black people in my school that it was really the few black people and the Mexicans, we were all the same minority in our eyes.
Oh, essentially. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we all would stick together because there were so few of both, essentially. But so like growing up, I was still, and I loved it. I've always wanted to be bilingual, and I just kind of never got into it until I moved here. And it all started because I had to start passing off sales to Mr. Gonzalez or Brett because I couldn't speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and you know, I'm competitive.
Bro, that happens to me at North Star every day.
Where they just hang
I'm the only one.
Oh,
I fucking kill everyone because of that.
I bet.
Everyone's sending me.
And so when that happened, I was like, oh, no. I can't be getting away my sales. What are we doing? So remember, I said, I'm going to learn Spanish. And, you know, some people say that and it's kind of like a joke.
You've gone a long way with it.
I'm in that ass.
There's been times where you say a Spanish word and I'm like, I have to look that up. I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't know what the fuck you say.
So yeah, I'm 306 Day Street on my Duolingo app. And then Mia's coaching me up at the store. Itzel, Rebecca.
Around it, listening.
Yeah, and using
really
it at work. So like,
I don't remember when I told you about sell. I was like, sell the cleaner in Spanish. You'll never do it. And
it's only clear in Spanish.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And then you ordered in Spanish at Taco Palenque.
Yeah, order in Spanish, and now it's funny because you and Itzel pointed. I think Itzel pointed out where I'll just naturally just say something in Spanish because when I get to work, I'm in Spanish mode.
Yeah.
So even if I walk up to somebody, I'll just necesitas ayuda, or like not even knowing if they speak English or not, or like if I know the word in Spanish, I'm gonna say it in Spanish. Yeah. So I'm getting to that point where like it's really. Remember, I used to struggle with my numbers. Oh, I could numbers now. Now I'm
60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like 60s and 70s are tough.
60s and 70s.
But so I love San Antonio because of the Hispanic culture, and one of the reasons why is Nashville at the time. Nashville's become very diverse now, but it was so white. The culture was so white, and not that I don't like white culture. I got a lot of white friends.
What white culture? There's no culture there.
But, right. But so being here, I don't feel like I'm even though I'm a Negricano, a black person that speaks Spanish. I made that word
Mexican,
up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even though it still throws people off, I don't feel like a minority here. Yeah, because like my Batos, my Ese, they were Mexicans. Right. So it feels good to.
Quick question: so what was your other option if you didn't come to San Antonio? You were gonna go where?
Stay in Mizzou.
Stay in Mizzou. All right.
Midwest.
Do you think that you would know Spanish if you would have?
Oh no, there's no shot.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of things have come great from the path that you chose, essentially.
Right. Exactly.
And also, I always feel like that's a good thing because, you know, a lot of people are always, not a lot of people, everyone actually, it's in human nature to be scared of something new.
Right,
it's a normal thing, and everyone is always scared of that. And people every single day are scared of something new, whether it's quitting their job or starting anything in life, doing a relationship, anything. People are going to be scared. But I feel like what I always tell people is the scarier part is not taking that opportunity and the things that you missed out on.
Exactly.
The experiences, the people you would have met, the things you would have learned, all that goes into it. And if you just throw that away, I feel like that's a lot scarier than actually being scared of the actual situation. So that's a good thing that you did because.
I'm in a good place.
Now you've actually met great people in your life. You know, people that will always be around your life for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because
amazing.
I know you're gonna call me at least 3 times a week. But you know what, Jerry? You know what, Jerry? I'm gonna shout you out because I was telling Mia, Nate, and Paul, everybody, the best quality I like about you is when you call. Like a lot of people will they'll only call you when they need something.
True.
What I love about you is you will call. What's up, dude? What's up, bud? What you up to, man?
At 12 in the morning.
Right, and you just want to talk, bro. I love talking. I actually love talking on the phone. Me and my brother Kylan, when he calls me, 3 hours.
Oh, no,
just chat. Just
honestly,
what's up?
I'll never forget that day. Remember, who was I? I called you. And
all three of us at the same time.
I called all 3 of y'all that day. And me and Nate were talking for a fat fucking minute. I think we even hung up, and then later in the day I called him again. We were still talking, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna talk to finance on what. I called you. We were talking about for a fucking hour.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, what's it? I called Paul, and I was like, didn't answer me. I was like, all right, I called Mia, and she answered, and we were fucking talking for like a long time. I don't know. I just love it because I
love
was say another good. What were we talking about earlier? Pet peeves, and then
the negative positive.
Yeah. But the thing was just to say that I always just taking care of my people, taking care of the people that are around me, and actually showing them like. You know, that they have someone there for them, that they have friends, especially me in their life. I've always come to understand that people that you meet is for a reason. You know, you don't fucking just meet people for nothing. There's so many people in the world that, you know what? Why I always say that? There's a crazy thing about dreams is you can't have a dream of a face you've never seen.
Yeah.
In your life, you cannot dream of anything that you've not seen. So that's kind of crazy of your brain to feel that way. So I feel like people that do come in your life, it's for a reason.
Exactly, yeah.
So I've always taken advantage of that, and people that are actually, great people, I want them to understand they're great people. So I always let them know that.
I'm not gonna fake it. There's some people that call, "Hey, what's up, dude?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool." They do like the little.
They're giving you the fucking runaround just like an.
And then I'm like, "What do you want?" Like I'm in my head, I'm like,
yeah, what the fuck?
"Want something from me?" I ain't got it. Whatever. I ain't got $10. I ain't got it. But yeah, I love getting calls. Just, "Hey man, what's the fuck?"
No, I love to fucking call him like, "Yeah, what's up, bro? What you need?" Well, you called me. Like,
bro, did I say?
I do that all the time. I'll call you just to fucking be like, "Yeah, what's up, dude?"
Want to see this guy walk through the door, just randomly. Whoa,
What's up, bro?
start slapping shoes.
Bro, did y'all sell any vans off that table?
We did.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, he
I
told me.
I told you.
We didn't have any sale vans on the table. He's like,
I
"Bro,
walked
get some
you.
sale vans out here."
Yeah, I was like, dude, you got like 20 fucking $20 vans back here. What the fuck? I was like, I'll buy a pair. Like, they're not on the table. I was like, I'll slap them right now. Put them on the table. Quit. Sold. Donezo.
Damn.
Easy. I love shit files, though. I love my job. It's fun. I love to make everyone better.
Yeah, I love a raise too, but
Yeah.
That was
Straight
Jerry
up.
off of it,
That
even
would
off
be
the clock.
great. That'd be great.
oh
Yeah, I don't care about the money, honestly. I just love that I'm able to do what I want to do and enjoy being happy. I don't have to wake up and be fucking frustrated or like, oh, I gotta go to fucking work. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously I don't want to go because it's work, but
once you get
once
there,
I get there and in the groove, I'm like, dude, that's my shit. It's fucking easy as fuck. I don't ever feel embarrassment for it. I don't ever feel like I don't belong there. I also enjoy that anything that I've ever asked for, they've kind of helped me to do to get to that point.
right.
Yeah.
Whatever I've asked for. So that's a great thing.
Nate, you plan on going? You're planning on going back, starting back,
What?
school?
Yeah, I'm going back in the fall of next year probably. I was gonna do.
And you were at UTSA, right?
Yeah,
That's when you
I was gonna
okay.
do the spring, but I don't think that's a smart idea. That's too fast. So I'm just gonna give myself a year off. So I'm gonna go until the fall, until in August.
2023, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be starting back in August, and I have 2 semesters left, and then I'm done.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
What are you doing after? Do you know?
I haven't done any internships, but since I kind of am in tech right now doing QA, I'm assuming it wouldn't be too hard to just talk to our CEO and just tell him, yo,
Can you, for the viewers or listeners, explain what Q&A is in tech field?
quality assurance. I'm just testing.
It's not questions and answers.
No. I mean, I guess it is kind of what it is, though. That's basically what it is.
Really?
So basically, there are developers who are there are partners, people who come in and they have like an idea, like say like Finance's app,
Yeah.
and he comes to a company who can build an app for him with all the functionality that he wants. So we have a team of developers and other people who talk to the partners, who tell the developers what the people who have the idea want built,
Gotcha.
and then they put that into a form on the web, on the internet. And so my job is to just test what they create from zero to
To
completion.
what it actually is.
Exactly.
Yeah, the finished product.
So I'm testing it from when it's literally nothing, basically, and testing all functionality, all
oh, wow.
kind of stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
Stuff in like you running like bugs on apps and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That stuff should have been, for the most part, run through and removed through the
from
code.
that. Wow.
So I'm reviewing basically the developer's code and just helping them better up.
Make it better.
Exactly.
Wow. It's actually pretty cool. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
testing
pretty
and
easy.
stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's
honestly.
just monotonous a little bit. Not monotonous.
Honestly, couldn't tell you what that means.
It's like tedious.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, okay.
kind
I know that one.
What,
I know that
what
one.
would be like boring?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's not monotonous. That wouldn't be a way to put it. It's more like, it's very time consuming though, because you have to literally, when you test everything, you have to also document everything. So while you're testing, you have to like record what you're doing, and then
explain what you're doing, and then make a ticket to be able to push to the developers. This is what an issue. These are the issues in a list that are coming up as you're building. So there's building, compiling on top of each other, and then while some of them say like in progress while they're working on them, or need to review, that's me needing to be testing, or ready for review or some shit. Yeah. And then there's stuff like not done, and then there's done, and then as things continue piling up, everything is finished. All the tickets are done. Yeah. The app is ready, and then we push it to the people, and it goes on the app stores. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, I want you to elaborate. You remember the business idea we had talked about that one day? I want you to explain the building the like molds and the ashtrays and like the tables. You don't remember?
No.
The business you want to start. Creating custom. You can make me the anime ashtray, right? For my cigars.
Yes.
I want you to explain your vision, your dream.
Well, I gotta show y'all because y'all don't really want to get it.
Pop up to the camera.
I know I gotta get the pictures. But they were like actual like metal legs, so like maybe like this one, but it'll be like 16 inches by 20 inches. So, and then it'll be like 3 feet tall, or like depending on customized or whatever.
Right.
And it'll be like the shape of like an anime or like DC or whatever. And I'll be charging like around $350 around there because I'll be using epoxy, which it's pretty nice because it gives you like a glossy finish and everything. Mm-hmm. So, let me take a video. So it's like made out of wood and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
Mia's very, very good. Artsy.
Yeah,
art, yeah. And she loves Hello Kitty.
Yes, I have a very big old collection.
Bro, Santa came and visited Mia today. Mm-mm. Her friends brought her these 2 giant gift baskets and stuff.
At the table?
Yes.
Holy shit.
So it's like the height of this and stuff.
Oh, that's fucking lit.
Here, so you can like show.
Oh yeah. Can I turn your brightness up?
Mm-hmm.
It's like customizable.
Like right. And then my dad said he would help because like at work at the oil fields, like they're always throwing out like the pallets and shit. Right. So he's like, that's like free shit right there.
And this is a table for people. For people listening, it's basically these like she explained, like these custom tables.
Right,
but they're
and like for like to not get like copyrighted and shit, I would just like ask for pictures from the actual like anime or like whatever y'all would want, like.
And then Jerry also wants you to go into. I know you kind of talked about it. You talked about the Uncle Strib we had, but that the dream of the store kind of just elaborate.
It's
like
so hard. Well, I mean, I want to have like essentially it's a resale shop. I mean, it's more of I really want to more focus on like vintage clothes, honestly, because I love vintage clothes. I love the timeless pieces that you can't really find anywhere and things like that. But my idea was to rebrand it into my own brand.
Right.
And I think we talked about that in one of the older podcasts.
Yeah.
It's more of like having my own stamp, like maybe my own symbol with my name or something that signifies my business essentially, and then imprinted on vintage clothes. Original vintage clothes though, because there's obviously fake vintage clothes. Mm-hmm. But original vintage clothes, and then I don't know, just kind of just do what I want with it, kind of style it the way I want to, really brand it the way I can, because I can always obviously like press it on there. I could maybe even brand it on there, burn it on there. Who knows? Like I just can do anything I want really, and just it would be sort of my own clothes, but within another branch essentially. Right. It was just something that I would like to do, reconstructive type stuff. Obviously, I love shoes, so I feel like shoes and vintage clothes just go hand in hand. So I mean, and obviously I know a lot of people with shoes, know a lot of people within the community, and been around for a while now, just networking my whole life. So it's always good to know people. But I feel like that's kind of what I want to do, have my own store, and so that way I'm not always feel like I'm working for someone or my money or time is going to somewhere else. It's just going back to me. Mm-hmm. And then also the people that are in my life, I can also help them providing jobs and have an easier life.
Yeah.
I can just fucking chill and work is just. I want to create an environment that I have when I'm at work, essentially.
Right.
You know, being able to go to work and have fun, not feel like it's a burden or, you know, it's actually something I genuinely love. So that's always my, I guess, what is it we were saying? My dream.
Dream,
yeah.
yeah.
Dream is my happiness. 100%.
Any questions from the table? I don't want to just hijack this conversation.
No.
I got some stuff in the vault.
When are you graduating?
Well, that's a loaded question. The plan is fall. Fall of next year.
Next
I believe
year.
is the plan.
Yeah.
Either that or spring of 2024.
Yeah.
But
There's still time. Yeah.
I got to get paper published first. But
Paper published.
yeah,
Is that
so
hard?
yeah, so to defend your dissertation, before you can defend it, you have to have a paper published.
Wow.
And so I'm actually right now doing the data analytics right now of what I'm doing, and then once I do that, I'll see the results and I'll publish a paper on my results, which should be right. The goal is to have the data part done by the start of the spring. So halfway through spring, the plan is to start writing the paper and then have it at least published in the summer, maybe early fall, and then after it's published, from fall to that spring, working on my dissertation so I can defend it and then be.
I couldn't even tell you what that means.
With dissertation and stuff like that?
Published, what is it published to? What is it?
So my paper's on astrophysics, so I'll probably astrophysics journal. There's a handful of journals you can have it published to, but you submit the paper. Then they have some random people somewhat in that field review it, and they'll be like, "Oh, where'd you get this value from? You need to elaborate on how you got to that." Or if you say,
where does that get published to? Like
a journal?
A journal that's like just for the rest of history?
Yeah, it'd be on there.
Always?
Yeah. So like astrophysics journal, they'll publish all your paper to that journal, and it's online.
Was it kind of like how psychiatrists have like that mental illness journal type thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of all the knowledge that research they've ever had goes to one thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Somewhere to find credible information. So somebody can go ahead and use your research.
Right, they can cite my paper
exactly.
if they're doing something similar. Like,
exactly.
Finest in 2022 did this paper. They'll reference my paper, said that AGB stars have this mass loss rate, which that's already out there, but as an example, something like that.
That makes sense now. Yeah.
And then,
like when people make essays and stuff, like they can
they'll use me as a reference, stuff like that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the plans and so I want to be a professor to get when you get in that field, it's all about publishing papers.
Publishing and research.
Because what they'll look when I go to get hired or apply, they'll look at how many papers I'm the first author.
Yeah.
I have a couple. I'm like second or third author, but it's how many papers I have that I'm the first author. You know, if I have 10, they'll be like, oh snap, he produces paper. I think the average is 2 papers a year for faculty on average. Some professors are beasts and they can pump out a lot, but that's like once you become fair, you're still publishing. You're constantly publishing papers. That's like part of the job, which a lot of people don't know. The reason why some of y'all might have professors that are terrible teachers is because being able to teach is not a requirement to be a professor. So that's why one of the reasons why I want to be a teacher, one reason why I take so much pride in my ability to teach, which is kind of a natural gift always. I've had teachers since middle school. You'd be a great teacher, yada yada yada. But one of the reasons is because I've had professors. Like one example, I don't remember his name, so I couldn't name drop. But I took a physics class, undergrad, failed it. Now I was in season, so my grades slip when I'm in season because it's demanding. But I failed it the first time, and I was like, well, I think I might have got a D. Regardless, I didn't pass, and you have to have a B because it was a class for my major. Professor, terrible. Great professor, terrible teacher. Because a lot of people failed that class. So I had to retake it. I got a B. And it was because the teacher's teaching ability wasn't that great. I mean, I was office hours, emailing, I need help. So like the effort was there. I was trying my hardest, but his method, it was old school. You know, now the old school way doesn't really work for everybody. It doesn't work for me. So I want to be that professor that sets the standard for what teaching is as a professor. And some stuff like that, but it's like a pet peeve. That's like one of the pet peeves. Like, I can't, it's a problem.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's a problem for sure, but
they're more focused on their own research.
Rightfully so. Right, because that's what pays the bill. That's what got them hired.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of them they teach by default because you have to teach.
At that point.
You have to teach, I believe, one class at least once a year, something like that.
Well, I feel like to give any credibility to your knowledge, you have to be able to teach it.
Exactly.
Is really what it is. This is a reason why they require them to
Yeah,
teach. It has to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
They have them teach outside of the research of all of those sometimes. Because I've had I've had professors who will teach, but it's not exactly what they excel at.
right, yeah, that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
But there's only so many professors.
Yeah,
and some of them are so busy that this is the only guy that can do it, or gal.
That's fair.
I want to be inclusive here, but any big plans coming up in 2023? It could be work, extracurricular.
I'm going back to Minnesota.
When are you going back to Minnesota?
25th.
January?
No, this month.
Oh, Christmas.
The day of, yeah.
Oh, you're traveling the day of? Actually, traveling the day of might not be bad.
It won't be bad because
everybody will be where they're. Yeah.
And then I'll be leaving the day before. I'll be leaving New Year's Eve, coming back here.
You gonna leave us like that?
Yeah. I want to go see family. So.
Oh yeah. Mia, any big plans? None. Don't want to travel. Don't want to. No. Jerry, I know. Ooh, I know you got some plans.
No set plans yet, but one set plan is obviously to become a store manager and excel at that the best I can. Extracurricular, I mean, I'm always going to here and there. I feel like things kind of just pop up and I just do it. I don't know if I'm going to Ohio again this next year. I want to, obviously, but it's a lot of driving, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's probably one of the best times of my life. I've met a lot of people doing it, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't know. Like I said earlier, this past year was really just me kind of giving in to my doing whatever the fuck I want. And next year, I really want to focus in.
Right.
And also I understood. I mean, before, I remember like last year, or this past year, those times where I was like, I don't want to be a store manager. Like, I don't want to be a store manager. I don't want to be a store manager.
I remember.
Yeah, it was a lot of times where I was like, no, bro, I don't want to fucking do it. Like, I don't. Yeah. Now that I do, I want to do the best that I can, obviously. I feel like I never expect myself to just settle for subpar performance. I always try to do the best that I can, so I feel like my main reason before of not wanting to be a store manager was because I wouldn't give it my all. I wouldn't want to because I would be spending too much time traveling. I know that being a store manager, you don't get to have time off like that. It's not easy. So it gets a lot harder. So I understood that. But now as I get older, obviously I want other things in my life. I want to be able to be comfortable. I don't want to struggle anymore or any time in my life. I want to have a house. I want things like that. And the only way I'm going to have that is if I work hard and really bunker down into my career.
Right.
And really do things the way I'm supposed to. So that's my plans.
For me, obviously besides the trips for NBA games, I don't really have anything planned. It's literally just those.
I just go with the win.
Yeah, you're a free
I
spirit.
Go with the win.
What's going on with your book?
Verga, the book. El libro. It's done.
Oh.
No, it's done. I want to have it published and ready to rock January 1st. That's the new date. But it's done on my end. I'm trying to find if anybody out there is good at like reviewing grammar and stuff, because I want to send it out to somebody to review it. I'll put you on there as an editor. But it's done. I just gotta find somebody to go over it. If they think it'd sound better if they did, work their magic on it, and then I'll have it up. The plan's January 1st. It probably won't happen because it was supposed to have dropped Juneteenth. It is December, and it has yet to be dropped. So did I tell you I was
Book
writing
of
a book?
Mormon, bro.
I've never heard of this.
What?
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Book of Mormon, right?
No. But so it started. I had a conversation with my mom, and I was, when I talk with my mom, I just talk about like just talk.
Yeah.
And I remember one time she was like, "You got a lot of like your passion. You like to well, guys know I like to talk.
Yeah.
That's one reason why I started the podcast. My mom pushed me to start the podcast. You make a great podcast. Got down, you Google how to make a podcast, bam. Ivy
My
talks.
mom don't even know what a podcast is.
So your mom?
My mom don't know what a podcast is.
And so, 2-3 years later, top 5% share globally. We're rocking it. So she's like, you ever thought about writing a book? I was like, no. And then I Googled how to do it. Well, I kind of already knew how to do a book because before the app, I had a website where you could purchase the workout programs. It would just be a PDF online. Mm-hmm. And so I still had that infrastructure where I can, that same company, shout out to Lulu.com, not Lululemon, but they're a publishing company. But you can publish ebooks. You literally can just upload it yourself.
Oh, wow.
You can publish it and they'll distribute it. It's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be on Apple Books, I believe, or something like that. Maybe Audible. Actually, I don't know about that one, but it's going to be distributed for me, and I think they only take 99 cents per publication. You set your price, so if I set it 19, let's say $20, I'll make $19 on it.
Yeah.
Wow. I think my price point is going to be $9.99.
Yeah,
it's just going to be an ebook. I don't have to deal with the paperback and all that stuff. But the book's called Undeniable, and I was talking to my mom about because I was telling her what I did. Pet peeve, and I was just saying I can't stand people that
You did tell me about this.
Yeah, I can't stand people that make it we talk about make excuses for stuff in control.
Nah, I know it.
And then I tell me all the time, some people know how to work, some people don't. Yeah. And my mom was like, you should just get that on paper. So I wanted, and it's weird because reading it's kind of a motivation mindset book, and those books cringe to me. Because I don't need.
It could be a lifestyle book though.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean?
But those kind of books are cringy to me because I don't need motivation. I don't need external motivation. I'm a motor. When I wake up 5:30, I'm ready to rock all day. But I wanted to get it on paper, and since I did get it on paper, I was like, maybe I should make it a book. If I publish it and only one person buys it and one person takes something from it to better themselves, that's all that matters to me. Because one of my biggest drives is knowledge. I want to know everything. I know I'll never know everything, but I want to know everything. And that goes tech. Like, literally, if I sit down with somebody that knows something in a field I know nothing about, I want to pick their brain. That's, tech, building stuff, resell, vintage shops. Like, when y'all start y'all's businesses or whatever you're in, I'm going to call you and be like, how does that work? How'd you do this? How'd you do that? Because a lot of this stuff you can take and apply in other fields. Other things. Right. Just like, you get your resale, your shop.
Knowledge is knowledge regardless.
Oh, it's power. It's power. Mm-hmm. It's like, I want to know, how did you get to that level? Yeah. Or like, what are you doing? And maybe apply that to
make yourself excel.
Right, to my stuff. And so I love, one reason why I want to teach, I want to spread the knowledge. Yeah. I want to spread what I have, learn from other people. Another big thing, I lost it.
Spread the
Hella
knowledge.
faded.
I lost it.
Faded.
I had it. It's gone.
That's me all the time.
Spread the knowledge.
That's me all the time.
I lost it.
Spread the knowledge.
Spread the knowledge. It'll come back to me. I lost it.
You want to learn everything? Fuck. No.
It's gone. I'm sorry. It's gone. Man, it'll come back. Maybe. I'll probably think of it tomorrow and text the group like, yo, I remember. But no, I lost it. I'm sorry.
It happens.
I do that all the time. All the time. Well, I always do that because I'll be thinking of something. I'll think of a story that's to the topic. I'll start telling the story in such detail. Mm-hmm. I'll forget what the topic was and why the reason I even told that fucking story. I'm like, dude, that's so good. Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, no way.
One of the biggest plans I want next year is the Ivy Talks production. Right now, it's under me as a sole proprietorship. So, when I do taxes and stuff, it's just under my Social Security. But I want to open up an LLC under my Ivy Talks podcast because it's technically it's gonna be under a production company because I'm gonna put my book under my Ivy Talks production. And the production produces the podcast, my YouTube channel, my gaming,
I see what you mean.
the books.
Like when you go to your that website, it has everything there. Essentially, you want to do that as your LLC, so that's everything.
And on top of that, I also want to do that for tax purposes. Owning a business, like I told Nate on the way here, all this pizza I bought, tax write off, because I did it for the podcast. It's business.
Wow, yeah.
Because I make money off the podcast. So I can write this off and for tax work. But when you do it as an LLC, it's just more beneficial to have everything under my LLC and not under my name.
Yeah. That's
so
smart.
So yeah, but Texas,
very hard.
It's gonna cost. It's not hard. It's gonna cost $800 because
not terrible.
It's not. But my my current financial situation, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
But I do plan on getting that opened sometime next year, since my rent will be significantly cheaper.
Did you move already?
23rd. I'll be moving.
Moving to?
Same unit or same complex,
complex,
just a smaller unit. Okay. It's cheaper, so they raised rent on me.
Okay. One bedroom now?
1 bedroom, 1 bath.
Peasant. Peasant.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be saving money though. I'll be saving money, and once I graduate, the plans to be out because I signed a 14-month lease. So by the time it ends, I'll probably sign another 6 months, and then I'll probably be out of here.
Yeah.
Which that's a whole nother story about what's after, but. But when you graduate, you plan on staying here? You don't plan on that?
Not really. I don't know. The only place that I've considered living, other than San or Texas at all, is Colorado.
Oh, I love Colorado.
But I've never gone.
I went this year.
I need to go.
Amazing.
So I can get a feel of what the culture's like out there for a bit.
Bro, it's beautiful. I went through a train ride through the mountains.
Oh, really?
Breakfast.
Where'd you go?
That was in what's it called?
Scott? No, that's Arizona. I was say Scottsdale.
No. I forgot the city.
South Park?
No, I forgot the city, but the thing is called Gorge, the Gorge Train or something like that. Gorge something like, or Gorge River or something. It's something right there. It's right under Colorado Springs.
Okay.
It's right around there. It's beautiful. It's literally a train ride through the fucking mountains, and it's amazing. It's one of the best experiences I've ever had. Very historical too. That whole thing is amazing, dude. So amazing. I think Colorado was amazing too. I went to Red Rocks, the super world-renowned fucking music venue. That was amazing. Saw one of my favorite DJs there. The whole vibe downtown too is fucking beautiful. That Mya Bustos there, it's like an interactive museum. Fucking amazing.
Interactive museum, like what do you
bro,
mean?
it's like trippy museum, like everything. It's like you walk through this whole fucking other world, bro. Like you were walking through this entire thing, blown away, mind blown.
Is it like you get touch it or something?
Bro, I'll show you videos, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing, bro. It's really really cool.
If you get a chance, either any of y'all been to Phoenix, Arizona?
No.
If y'all get a chance. It's beautiful. It's beautiful as well because
I've flown over it.
It's flat. It's flat, but then they got like mountains
in the background. Yeah, across the city,
beautiful.
Yeah.
My buddy Calvin, he's trying to. I think his dream place to live in game is Phoenix, Arizona.
Actually, you know what? I stopped in Phoenix, Arizona on layover. That's how I saw it. That's how I was like, oh, this is nice. It's very nice. Also in Colorado, I saw the Denver Broncos stadium. That was lit.
Oh,
it's right next to Mya Bustos, and I was like, bro, the amount of games I've watched on TV there at that stadium.
Right,
like blown away, like just.
What stadium is it?
The Denver Broncos one. I forget what it's called. What is it? I don't know the name of it, but it's very historical. Just because I love the Patriots. So back when the Tom Brady was playing Manning there all the time.
Yeah,
those games were beautiful. Yeah, those games were amazing. The snow games and stuff. It's cool to see it. It's really cool. But what am I talking about? Mile High. Right?
Mile High Stadium?
Yeah. It's Mile High. They're Mile High. It's Denver. Yeah. I don't know if it's called Mile High Stadium, but that's a nickname for it. Because it's a mile high above sea level. Look that thing. Look that hole up.
Stadium. It is called Empower Field at Mile High.
At Mile High. It's Yep.
That boy looking for a pizza. You good, Mimi?
Yes.
Anything you want to share for the cast? Wait, where are those questions at, Mia? Bring them out. Questions with Uncle Strib. I can't wait to be an uncle.
You are an uncle.
I know. At this rate, Trey's gonna be the first one with the kid.
That's the one who visited me.
What's your number one grail in your shoe collection, and what's a shoe you need really bad?
And my shoe collection, damn, I ain't got shit.
I'll go first.
Me either.
My holy grail. Ooh, that's tough. Cause those lost and founds. I don't know. I don't want to use that one because I feel like it's such a high demand shoe. Like you know what I'm saying?
Now, yeah.
Mine might be mine's the Gatorade set. I love my Gatorades. That's the first set I had, and it was early on in my collection, and I love it. The boxes of the orange box with the mic with the Gatorade bolt as the eye. That's probably
that's your like the ones you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The one I want really, really, really bad, so I'm probably not gonna get anytime soon, is the UNC Off-White Jordan 1s.
Oh yeah. I've known that about you forever.
That's on my radar.
Yeah.
When I get like money,
First one.
oh yeah, go.
Yeah. Buy me one.
Affirm.
Buy me one, no big deal. Bitch, come on, dude.
If I make it big enough,
Alright,
when I
there you go.
make it big, I got you.
Manifestations.
Don't delete my number
Oh, bro.
because I'm never changing my number.
I never changed my number.
Yeah.
I've had the same number since 6th grade.
I think I've
never changed my number ever.
I
Ever,
think-
ever. If you ever have my number ever in the
Second
entire
grade.
world, you can call me still.
second grade.
I'm
I forgot you young. I was in second grade.
Oh,
I don't even
had
think
no
phone
Yeah,
phones
I
were.
had no phone.
I had
The
the
internet just started.
blueberry phone with
The
the
blueberry, the
The
blackberry.
keyboard?
the blackberry.
She was on BBN.
I'm crazy. Rap.
On BBN.
I had a Motorola, the Razor.
Share the razors.
Yeah.
I used to have the one that slides, or it would flip up, dude.
The pink one, I had the pink one that flipped.
It was
The
the side,
flip-
the side
side keyboard?
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that one was lit.
My mom
There's a lot
had
of
the
cool
pink, the flip one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the brand with the M?
Motorola.
There you go.
Those were gas. Now, what a time to be alive, man.
Oh,
It's
dude.
like, oh,
Before social media was.
God.
Wait,
a
do you
mo-
had to
Fucking
your voicemail with the music on the?
Oh yeah, to put the music background.
The fucking, what was it? A callback? The callback sound?
Yeah.
Where like people would call you and it had a certain ring, like a,
Oh, yeah.
like a song that you
Fucking
fucking paid
Yeah,
for.
for real.
Those were the
That shit was
times.
live, bro. It's crazy how the internet changed so much, like to the point where like laws had to be made, things
Oh,
had to
yeah.
be changed, like so much had to be fucking remade, redone, just because it was so new and something we didn't even know of. It's crazy. Cyberbullying.
I think I'm evening out, guys. We're good.
Ooh, dude.
I was struggling for a second.
That
Very
shit
real
was
thing.
so bad. Like,
Cyberbullying
middle
was a very
school.
bad thing. Catfishing became a real thing. Like, remember
Oh, yeah,
Manti Te'o?
Oh yeah, but yeah,
that's
back
what I'm
then
saying.
that wasn't really a
wasn't
thing.
Oh,
That's
I
what I'm
forgot
saying.
about that.
Yeah, that shit wasn't a thing. So that's why it was so like taboo to the world to really not understand it
I
and
forgot about
had to
that.
create. And it wasn't against the law, so people were just getting away with doing fucked up shit for no
Yeah.
reason. So it's a good thing that we're evolving in the world.
Shoes.
Oh, my grail shoe that I have on, I guess the Sean Cliver SB Dunks. I never wear them, but I just love them so much. I just don't want to ruin the bottom of them.
Right.
Shoe that I want. I guess I would love Chunky Dunkies for real.
Chunky
I would
Dunkies.
love them. I would love those so much. What the Dunks, but it's impossible. It's like 20, 30 racks, so it's like
Oh jeez.
fuck that. But yeah, I guess it's another issue.
You go.
Oh, in my collection, like I don't really have a big collection right now, so I mean, I guess my favorite shoe out of all of them is probably like the new Emeralds.
Your lows, right?
Oh, those
Oh,
the
the
ones
green
for
ones.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, those are clean.
those are probably my
I
favorites.
complimented them to him.
Yeah.
They're just so nice.
Those are probably my favorite ones. And then, but I want two. I want Sakai waffles,
Ooh,
the black and white,
you've been talking about those for a minute.
and then I want
The new band.
no,
Oh.
I want the Cause Fours.
Fours?
The
Chill,
the
the
gray
gray
ones.
one?
The
Chill.
gray ones.
This guy knows what's
Those
up.
motherfuckers are fire.
Chill.
Bro.
Yeah, those are gas.
I need
They're
them.
fucking gas.
I
Yeah.
need them, but I don't have $8 grand. So
It's a little hard.
I think they're $8 grand.
Right.
Pretty sure that's where they
They're
are.
up there. They're way up there.
Yeah, those are fire.
You can probably buy 6 of the shoe that finest ones for that shoe.
Basically, all those
I think
mids.
mine would be the Bluebird 5s.
The ones you
I
want?
love those.
I don't wear
love
them.
those.
Oh, the ones you-
She
that's the one you
has,
have?
she has.
The
They're
Bluebirds,
fucking
yes,
nice. I love those.
I
They're really
think-
nice.
I don't know what those are.
They're super
I can wear every
nice.
shoe. Honestly, it's probably
They're
one of my
not.
biggest things. Like,
It's
I
not
know
the
a lot of
same
shoes.
blue as the Easters right
Nah,
now.
it's a little different.
And they're suede right here.
Mm-hmm.
Bird.
We're in that book type.
What's the one you really, really want?
UNC 4s, to be honest. I know it's
Ooh.
ridiculous,
Ooh, those are nice when they
but I
come out.
missed out.
Those are nice.
When did those
Or
come?
some New Balance, some 2000.
Twos, yeah.
Yes, oh my god.
Honestly, I've been on my New Balance game lately, and I
You know,
love it.
alright.
It's been great.
Have you worn these once?
I wore
Ever?
them
Yeah.
a couple of times, yeah.
I think I remember seeing you wear. Remember seeing you wear those.
All blue ones. They're nice. They're really nice.
What's the time cap on this? Like, yeah. I was
Like an
making.
hour?
I was like, what time do y'all want to be done?
Like 10:40.
I was asking. I
I
don't
don't
know
care.
because I didn't talk till 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, I guess the part.
You want to watch an anime episode?
What?
You want to watch an anime episode?
Right now?
Hell yeah, dude.
Ooh, we're going on 125. Yeah, let's do 1040.
Okay.
I don't want this to be too long.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
What's the next question?
I thought me and you guys.
That was the only question.
That was it?
That was the only
You said you was gonna make a list.
A good question.
That's all right. Go ahead.
No.
Do the other ones.
I didn't have a list.
Do the. You say, but you got more than one, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
All right, we have to do these off the dome.
Alright.
We need would you rather's and all that kind of stuff.
No, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Sausage, dog.
Sausage?
Yeah.
Mine,
No,
mine's pepperoni and sausage together.
together.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
used
my
to.
favorite.
They used to have a $10 3-topping large pizza. I get sausage, pepperoni, and bacon.
I knew it. Me and you were
Yeah.
the same when it came to pizza, honestly. I knew it off the top.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
The 5 meat.
She likes her meat. Pizza topping.
Do you want some?
This is tobacco, by the way.
Sure it is.
Sausage and jalapeno.
Ooh, you got a little,
You're a spicy
little,
guy.
little Hispanic, a little Mexicano, you
I
know.
love that spice.
Relax.
Sausage and
Didn't you say you were part Asian?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was it,
Blasian,
Korean?
bro.
Uh-huh.
That's lit.
Oh my God,
I can.
Blasian.
When you said that, I can kind of see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fake. I can kind of see it.
Los
Right
ojos.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, open your eyes, dude.
Oh, what's another one?
Uh,
We got 10 minutes.
What's your dream car?
Lexus R. I got two. My dream car that's unattainable is a Lexus RCF. Or no, a Lexus LFA. It's about half a mil, about 500,000. My dream
LFA.
yeah, look that bad boy up. But my dream car that I plan on getting that's pretty obtainable is a Lexus RCF. It's pretty much like their sport edition. Oh yeah, and that bad boy is loud. They auto engineered the engines to sound like a Formula One race car.
What color would you want it in?
All black. You know me, Todo
Oh,
Negro siempre.
Total negro. Honestly, I'm not even a big fan of cars like that, to where I even know the names of like cool fucking cars.
Yes.
But
Oh no, she asked a question about it.
But I do like Jeeps, and I would love like a decked out fucking Jeep with
Good
everything
Jeep.
all fucking sick. I used to have a Jeep when I was younger. That was the first car that I ever had. My mom bought it for me in high school. It was 6-inch lift, so you had to jump in that bitch.
Oh
It
yeah.
had a snorkel on it, so you can go in the fucking water. Like, dude, that shit was lit. Shit was amazing. I used to go fucking like in the back rows, just
Yeah.
hauling ass, just going mudding and shit. My friends, and I love that. And so that's probably what I would want: a brand new decked out Jeep.
All right, you gotta come over with a question, Nate. On the spot.
I don't fuck.
You don't?
Okay.
What's your favorite breed of dog? I guess. I don't know.
Ooh.
Or like if
Wolf
you were to,
dog.
if you were to have
If you were
any
to
kind
have
of dog,
what would it be?
what would it be?
Wolf dog.
Mine's a basset hound.
Basset hound.
Basset hound, the one with the big old floppy ears and look all stoned all the time.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
short
I need to
legs.
look that one up.
Dude, that's my favorite one. That's my
I'm
favorite
looking up
dog.
everything today. Y'all
Basset
teaching me.
hound.
Basset.
Basset,
Oh, Basset.
Bassett hound. And it's a hound dog, so they have good ass noses too. They're so cool. They have short little legs and they're long.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super funny. I love them. They're cool.
Word. Okay.
Cool, right?
I've seen a movie with them when I was younger.
Their hounds.
Isn't there a movie with them?
Yeah, the guy that looked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
can't
elevator.
remember.
Yeah. I like them because they look stunning, so it'd just be like me, just be chilling with my dog.
Mimi?
A boxer.
A boxer?
Those are fire.
Okay.
With a
Classic.
fat ass chain like that bitch had today.
Oh,
With
the
the
Cuban
grass.
one? There's a guy that used to come in that had that Cuban link on his dog. It's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Like 69, he said how he put his dog chains on two bitches when he
Yeah.
fucked
That's a good one.
What's your dream dog? What's your dog?
Wolf dog.
Wolf dog?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Oh, one of those big ones, right?
It's basically
up. A
so
mix.
sorta. I had to do some research because I want to get one, but in certain states they can only be a certain percentage wolf. So I think like the most I've ever seen is 80% wolf.
Honestly, in Texas, they probably don't give a shit. It could be.
I think Texas is 80. Texas probably has I think it's the highest
You have
percentage.
100% wolf. You don't give a fuck.
Well, if you do 100% wolf, you have the permit for it.
Oh.
But a wolf dog under the legal limit, you don't need a permit for it.
Wow.
So
I know Texas is really lenient on that. You can have like a pet kangaroo.
Oh,
It's ridiculous.
yeah. So I'd have to do that. But wolf, is pretty much a domesticated wolf with a little bit of dog in it, essentially.
You gotta have a little bit of dog in you.
Yeah, because I remember somebody telling me a story that their cousin had a wolf it was a domesticated
panther in his house.
Basically, it was a domesticated wolf, but wolves, even if you domesticate them, they still have that feral instinct.
Of course.
So they're not friendly. You can't have other dogs when you have wolf dogs. Or if you do, there's a certain way you have to like integrate them with other dogs. That, and you cannot let them get red meat, because if they eat red meat, they turn feral.
Oh fuck, they get all crazy.
Yeah, they turn feral.
Start howling at the moon and shit.
Basically, this one dude.
Isn't it weird how wolves actually, like, you know how like werewolves type stories, like they wolf out, like they start friendly, but wolves actually get crazy like that.
Oh yeah, he was saying that the family had a wolf dog and they had a child. The dog they got groceries. The wolf got into the groceries and ate some like beef or something, and it went feral and almost attacked them. Yeah, but the only person he would listen to was the dad of the family, because he's a
big dog.
Yeah, but almost took out the kid. Like, yeah, I think he ended up.
Oh hell no!
Styrofoam. I think they ended up having to get rid of the dog because after that incident. But
yeah, I'd be traumatized at that point if I was a kid.
Yeah, but could you imagine if you broke into somebody's house and a wolf was just sitting in the living room? You'd be like, oh.
Dude, I'd be fucking
lock the door, just close it, just go to a different house.
Fuck that.
All right, we have 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I have one last question to wrap it up. For 2022, what are, there may be a few things, but what is something that you are going to try to implement into your life?
2023.
What did I say?
2022.
I'm sorry. 2023, what's something you want to implement in your life or start doing more of that you think was like going to better yourself or make you happy or something like that? I can go first to buy you guys time if you want. The big one is like I said earlier, just get in the habit of calling my friends, checking in on them. I want to get like you. Call, hey man, what's up, dog?
Trust me, y'all aren't the only ones that call a lot of people.
Yeah, I want to get like that where I'm
a lot of people
just checking in, seeing, and just touching base with them regularly. There's that, and then just really going after my goals. Like, you guys know I'm a very strategic, just like logic-based guy, and LLC, figure out what I got to do for that. Get that going. One of my biggest things is I want to really get my podcast to the next level. We're growing. We've increased in listeners and subscribers by 100+% from last year and the year before. Like, we've grown every year, and I want to get to the point where
I'm set up and everything.
Yeah, and to where this can turn, like, I'm making money, but it's not a lot.
Of course.
But I want to get to the point where this is actually a legit, another source of legit income with the podcast. And it's fun, you know.
It's fun,
all I need is a tripod an iPad,
Yeah.
Realistically.
and then just go from there. That's one of mine.
For sure. I feel like I've already talked about mine throughout the podcast. It's kind of just really bunkering down and focusing on my future. You know,
Right.
I don't ever want to lose sight that it's going to get easier or think that things are just going to come to me. It's really, you have to work for it, honestly, and I know that. So I've always been aware of that. Even when I was younger, yeah, I was doing what I wanted, being fucking stupid, but I knew I had to eventually, you know, really get my mind to do whatever I want to do. And yeah, so it's kind of just making sure that I really follow up on my aspirations and really just follow through with it, honestly.
Right.
It's kind of my biggest thing for next year, and also see my family more. Really want to see my family a lot more. And that would be my thanks for this year.
There you go. Nate?
I got a lot of stuff, I guess. I got a lot of shit that I want to get done. Well, I guess my main thing is making my house or apartment more of a place that is invitable.
Making it a home, making a house into a home.
Because
Yeah.
I have a vision of how I want it to look and how I want everything to be planned out and my intention on where everything is going to be. Like I intend on having LED lamps and certain strips of certain things somewhere like underneath the bar and shit like that. Having bar stools and when I get the couch and the TVs like mounted on the walls and shit like that. I have a vision of what I want done.
Right.
But I still need to I have to
A couple times.
Right. Yeah.
100%.
Perfect timing.
I wish rent wasn't so damn high, so I could make it so much easier.
That's part of the problem.
It made it so much easier.
¿Qué era la pregunta?
It was what's something you want to implement or start doing in 2023 that would either you feel like it's going to better yourself or, you know, help be happier.
I think getting healthier habits of like eating and stuff, and like
There you go.
getting nutrition,
Mm.
and maybe like working out. To be honest, because I want to start lifting 300 pounds.
I told I would get you there, cuz.
I be telling Nate on TikTok, like I be sending him videos of bitches like fucking dropping that shit like nothing.
Yeah.
There's some fucking
Strong.
reality
I want to get a
strong
fucking
bitches,
ass like them skinny white bitches, like how they be going from flat to nothing.
Yeah.
Pull up in the blazers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give me them blue ones for a while.
Let me catch you up.
True gym girl.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a good plan.
True gym girl.
Well, I think that's all. Any last like closing
No,
statements or remarks you guys want to make? No?
Appreciate it, bro.
For sure. This is fun. We're doing.
I'm hyped.
When I get through the NFL season and I have finished my obligations to the film room, because when I start something, I gotta see it through. But once we do that, do more of
Do
this.
another one?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Or
we're banging out a couple of them for a while there.
yeah, I want to get more Uncle
This is
Strips
like my
going.
sixth one, honestly.
Yeah,
It's been up there. It's been a while.
Or I mean, I'm cool with foregoing
Yeah.
some of the film rooms. I only got so much time. I'll be maxed out on my time, but. All right, it's awesome. I appreciate listeners, watchers. We appreciate you guys. We made it this far, and it's been Uncle Strib, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you have to drive home, cuz.
I'm gonna chase my dreams. My